Alright, time to review the Infinite Forbidden set. Sorry, I'm extremely late, by the way. This was posted a few days ago, and it's not my fault, even though it kind of is. And we're also going to be reviewing the TCG exclusive because a few of them are kind of nasty. Anyways, what do we have as quarter century secret rares? Doesn't matter, I don't care. Alright, secret rares. A Stellar of the White Forest. Oh, alright, so that's the card that you need as a 3 of. Konami screwing you over, beautiful. LZ of the White Forest. Is that Rosette? I think it is. It's gonna be less expensive than a Stellar for sure. Fiend Smith Engraver. Yeah, so we already knew this before, but Jesus, this is gonna be like $100+ card for sure. Mo Charmy Perulia, obviously, right? The new Maxi, but at home. Diabelle, Queen of the White Forest. Honestly, this didn't have to be a secret rare. It's just a one-of, so it's not going to be expensive. Fiendsmith Requiem, this card's also not going to be expensive. It's just a one-of, even though a lot of people need it. So it's still going to be like $30, $40, but nothing even close to Engraver. Silhouette Rabbit, that's like $20 to $30 most likely. Millennium Ankh is gonna be like that card that when people pull it, they're gonna be like angry about it, you know, like, ah shit, I pulled the bad card, I pulled the anime card. Even though the archetype is kind of cool, I think it has potential. Yeah, kind of copium. I really want to believe it. Anyways, Fiendsmith Tract. Bro, Konami are really going in ham, huh? With all the good cards being secret rares. Jesus. But yeah, no, this is like anywhere between a 1 to a 3 of, even a 0 of in some list, even though I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah, no, it's obviously a good card. And finally, Dominus Purge, which is the new handshot for light, wind, and water decks, I think. No, not water. Yeah, light, wind, something else, who cares? Yeah, it was Earth. Anyways, Ultra Rares, Sengenjin, Shield, Dark Magie, blah, 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 Gun, Roku, Disaster, blah. I don't even care about any of those cards. YG, blah, blah, Mimi, okay, nobody cares. Super Rare, nobody cares. Alright, cool. Let's move on to the first wave of TCG exclusives. So the first one is the League of Uniform Nomenclature and Strikes, normal spell. Target one phase of monster you control. Equip 2 monsters with the same original name as that target from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. To that target as equipped spells, and if you do, it cannot attack or be destroyed by battle. While equipped with those 2 cards, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except monsters with the same original type as the targeted monster. You can only activate one of the League of Uniform Nomenclature Strikes per turn. So the first thing that comes to my mind is you can target Buster Drake and then equip 2 Buster Drakes directly from your deck. And then that gets you double searches when it's sent to the grave. Or like triple searches, actually, even though, you know, you were already getting the first one. So yeah, it's not too bad, but it's complete garbage. Okay, Kochobi's Hinamatsuri. I'm not Japanese. The card looks like a typical Japanese girl. I don't know what to say. Level 7 Dark Machine. Yeah, clearly has to be a machine, even though it's a female. This card is in your hand or grave. You can target one machine monster on the field. For the rest of the turn, you can't special summon monsters from the extra deck except Xyz monsters. Also special summon this card, but banish him and leaves the field. And if you do have that monster's attack, also this card's yeah, complete garbage. Zabra Shrimp, level 2 Light Fish Synchro Tuner. This card is special summon. You can send one other card from your hand or field to the grave, and then target one spell trap your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per chain, during your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolves. Synchro summon using this card you control. I mean, is this card good? Not really. It's just, there's Formula Synchron that just looks like it's much better because it draws you a card on activation. This one, you have to like neg to remove a spell or trap your opponent controls. Not to mention that level 2 synchro monsters are like ultra difficult to summon. Even though that they're like low level, you want to believe that they're easy to summon. That means that you need very specifically 2 level 1 monsters. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. It's too much to ask. This card is just like gimmicky for no good reason. Anyways, for the actual good cards now. Deep Sea Fiend. I was gonna read it as Deep Sea Fiend. Level 4 water, okay. You can discard 1 card and declare 1 attribute except water. Special summon this card from your hand to either field, okay. Then this card becomes that attribute until the end of this turn. And then if you special summon this card to your opponent's field, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Fiend monster with an original attribute, then to declare 1 from your hand or graveyard to your field. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Fiend monsters, and you can only use this effect of deep shit once per turn. This card is really bad. I don't understand why bad cards have to have huge drawbacks like this. The only positive things I get to say about it is, I guess it makes you beat Imperm. Ooh, as if I cared. Necroquip Princess, if I can English. Level 6 Dark Fiend, 2k, 2k. Materials. You don't see this every day. 1 monster equipped with a monster card and the Fiend monster card. Yeah, okay, so you might be thinking, but Yak Sign, this card looks really difficult to summon. Actually, you're not thinking like that because you probably watched a bunch of videos featuring this card already, but you probably already know what it does. And the answer is, yeah, this card's completely correct. This is like tier 0 status of degeneracy. I'm not hyping anything for no reason. Like, this card really is unfair. Basically a Link 1 monster. What you're gonna be doing is you summon the Fiendsmith monster, well, the Fiendsmith Engraver, whatever, and then you equip it with the Requiem, and then you can basically just send those two monsters, so like the Requiem in the Spell and Trap Zone because it is a Fiend monster card, and the Engraver, which is equipped with the Requiem to summon this. And then you got the Fiendsmith in your grave, so you can revive back, and then you can make a rank 6 or a link 2, and then summon the Lacrimosa, and then make a link 3, whatever you want to do. So yeah, you got a bunch of options now out of nowhere, so you can just turn 2 monsters into a rank 6 generically because of this card. It really just is correct. It would have been way less good if it was a level 5 monster, but the fact that it's level 6, goddamn, man, this is absolute insanity. The effect doesn't even matter, honestly. But yeah, it must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending the above cards from your hand and or field to the grave. So obviously that's the reason why I mentioned that it's basically a contact fuse link 1 monster in a way. You can only control one of this thing when on the field. It doesn't matter because you're only playing one anyways. If a monster is sent from the hand to the graveyard to activate a card or effect, you can activate one of these effects. Equip one of those monsters to this card as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack, or draw 1 card. Okay, so if I gave you the option between getting a free draw 1 or getting half of an Axe of Despair, which one would you choose? It's really tempting to go for the 500 attack for sure. Now, who needs to draw cards? I really wonder, Yeah, no, for sure. I don't understand this stupid line of text that just makes this card bigger for no good reason when draw 1 card is all we freaking need on the card text. Honestly, this card could have been a non-effect monster just with its summoning condition and the fact that it requires this, and it would have been just as good. The draw 1 is a free bonus, but it's not the reason why it's good. The reason why it's good is because, again, it just allows you to turn a random combination of 2 monsters on the field into a rank 6. I don't know if I really want to make combos on this because I don't want to promote this. This is going to be freaking everywhere for the WCQs in North America and Europe, but yeah, no, I am absolutely not looking forward to this shit show. It's going to be an absolute catastrophic format for sure. Anyways, the last card is also very good. Ariel Eater. I'm going to be making a shorts on this card because I think it's very, very interesting that we get a card called Ariel Eater in 2024. Again, Ariel Eater. Yeah, out of everything it could have been. And also, obviously, by looking at its design. Level 6 Wind Fiend. Okay, 2 Fiend monsters with the same attribute. Pretty generic. I don't have anything bad to say. Is it a super poly target? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't really know. I think the Duke of Demise is just a better one because it's 2 Fiend and or zombie monsters. So I guess it's much better against Yubel. If this card is Fusion Summon, you can send 1 Fiend monster from your deck to the grave. Okay, no complaints so far. And if this card is in your grave, you can banish 2 level 6 or higher Fiend monsters with the same attribute as each other from your grave except itself. Special summon itself. You can only use each effect of Ariel Eater once per turn. Okay, so this card is extremely good, but it's not correct. Even though it's, I think, really nice in Yubel, I don't think the Snake Eye deck can play this card because there is no Fiend monsters that's really worth sending. By the time you summon this off of the Sequentia, you already have your Engraver in rotation, so you don't really need an extra Fiend monster in your grave. That's not really what's going to change anything at this point. But in the Yubel deck, this card can get your stuff going very easily because you can send the Samsara and then go Muckraker Revive, or I don't know if there's something else that you can do. But it's also good, I think, in Unchained. I don't know, there's just like a lot of really nice things that you can do. And obviously, both of them had to be level 6 Fiend monsters, which is just like one of the most overpowered typings right now because of DDD Caesar, a card that can negate twice per turn. Yeah. So yeah, overall, this card is extremely good. It will definitely be played in a lot of Yubel decks for sure. I think you're doing something wrong if you're not playing this in Yubel, as a matter of fact. This card is a complete insanity. I think every single Fiendsmith deck, no exception, should be playing this card because it turns bad hands and bad combination of cards into basically semi-full combo or full combo if you're willing to play bad cards in your extra deck. I've seen a combo with like Constellar or Ptolemy M7. You don't really need that, honestly. But it's a case-by-case situation where, you know, if you get a hand trapped twice on these 2 monsters, look at what you can do. But it's always different because nobody's gonna always hand trap the exact same monsters every single time. So yeah, you can't just look at what people are doing on YouTube and then copy-paste their combos because it's probably not gonna work perfectly well for you. But yeah, overall, this card is still very good if you know how to play it. I think I do now, right? I've tested a little bit with this card. Not to say that I'm necessarily like a big fan of Fiend Smith Snake Eye, but yeah, this is an absolute necessity in that deck at the very least. And then this is dog shit, right? And then all these cards are really bad. I mean, this card's kind of cool. It might have a little bit of potential. You're locked under whatever, like the original type as the targeted monster. I mean, yeah, no, actually, no, never mind. An ABC being locked under machine is huge. Because it means that you can't go into other light monsters such as the Fiendsmith engine. By the way, I'm talking about ABC XYZ, because at the moment, ABC is unplayable. But yeah, these cards are dog shit, and then this is bad, and overall, this set is pay to win. Honestly, I don't really like saying that, but okay, look. This card is a necessity as a 3 of in the White Forest deck. This is also a necessity as a 1 or 2 of, and then this is a 3 of. This, if you want to play it, probably a 3 of. And then you obviously need that in the deck. And then this is a necessity. This is pretty good. I'm going to make a video on this. Whatever, who cares? This is the only, like, bad card so far. And then this is good, and this is good. Every single card as a secret rare is pretty good. So at least you get nice value off of your boxes. Unless you're, like extremely unlucky and you get, like, Millennium Unk. And if you get that as a quarter-century secret rare, sorry for your loss. I think everything that's Ultra and Secret can be a QCR. And then Dragon of Pride and Soul is the one card that doesn't exist other than being a QCR. So it's the only way to get it. Yeah, overall, you guys let me know how you feel about this set. If you think that it's a good set or a bad set. If you think that Konami kind of exaggerated a little bit with the rarities, I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.